For thousands of years, the core of warfare has remained unchanged. It was a contest of human muscle, human courage, and human error. From the phalanxes of Rome to the trenches of World War II, the man in the loop was the final arbiter of life and death. But as of 2026, that era is over. We have entered the age of algorithmic warfare. In the time it takes for a human soldier to blink, an AI-driven targeting system has already identified, categorized, and calculated the optimal strike path for a dozen targets. In the air, loyal wingman drones are flying autonomously alongside F-35s, making tactical decisions in milliseconds. On the ground, predictive logistics algorithms are shipping parts before a tank even breaks down. This isn't just an upgrade to our weapons, it is a fundamental shift in the nature of reality. We are moving from the speed of thought to the speed of code. Today, we are deep diving into the 2026 AI revolution. We'll explore the deadly math of autonomous drone swarms, the secret generative intelligence platforms running inside the Pentagon, and the terrifying ethical vacuum where machines are now deciding who lives and who dies. Is AI the ultimate protector of democracy, or are we building a digital god that we can no longer control? This is how artificial intelligence is transforming modern warfare. Part 1. The drone revolution beyond the remote. The most visible change is in the sky. For the last 20 years, drones like the Predator or Reaper were effectively remote-controlled planes. A pilot sat in a trailer in Nevada and flew the aircraft via satellite. But in 2026, the remote is being removed. Modern drones are no longer just tools, they are agents. In the ongoing conflicts of 2026, we are seeing the rise of edge AI. Because electronic warfare and jamming have become so prevalent, a drone can no longer rely on a steady connection to its pilot. If the link is cut, a traditional drone falls out of the sky or flies in circles. An AI-enabled drone, it keeps hunting. Using onboard AI accelerators, like the NVIDIA Jetson Orin modules now standard in Western military hardware, these drones can see and think locally. They use computer vision to distinguish between a tank and a tractor, or a soldier and a civilian, even when the image is obscured by smoke or camouflage. In Ukraine and the Middle East, last-mile autonomy has become the standard. Once a drone is within a certain distance of its target, it switches to AI lock. It doesn't matter if the enemy jams the radio signal or the GPS. The drone's onboard brain has locked on to the pixels of the target. It is a bullet that can think. Part 2. The swarm intelligence. The power of the many. If one autonomous drone is a threat, 1,000 drones are a catastrophe. This is swarm intelligence, a concept borrowed from nature, where a group of simple agents works together to perform complex tasks. In a 2026 swarm, the drones aren't being controlled individually. The swarm is a single entity. Using mesh networking, the drones talk to each other. If the lead drone is shot down, the second drone automatically takes over the mission. If one drone finds a gap in the enemy's radar, it instantly alerts the other 999. The goal is saturation. Traditional air defense systems like the Patriot or the S-400 were designed to hit a few high-value targets. They cannot handle a cloud of 1,000 cheap AI-coordinated suicide drones. The math of the swarm favors the cheap and the numerous. This is shifting military spending away from exquisite platforms like $100 million stealth fighters and toward mass and attrition. The winner of the next war won't be the side with the best pilot, but the side with the most efficient algorithm and the largest production line of disposable silicon. Part 3. Project Maven and the God View. While drones are the hands of AI warfare, systems like the US Department of War's Project Maven and the Advana platform are the brain. This is where AI transforms the hider-finder competition. In the past, 90% of military intelligence was wasted. Thousands of hours of satellite footage, radio intercepts and drone feeds sat on hard drives because there weren't enough human analysts to watch them. AI has changed that. Today, platforms like GenAI.mil, the Pentagon's bespoke generative AI, can ingest petabytes of data in seconds. It looks for anomalies. It notices that a specific Russian motor pool has moved 3 inches to the left. It notices a surge in encrypted radio traffic in a Chinese port. It fuses this data to create a real-time 4K God view of the entire planet. This leads to what we call predictive lethality. By analyzing historical troop movements and current logistics data, AI can predict where an enemy attack will happen before the enemy even makes the decision to strike. In 2026, if you are moving on the battlefield, the AI has already seen you, catalogued you, and assigned a weapon to kill you. Camouflage is becoming a relic of the past. In an AI-saturated world, to be seen is to be targeted, and to be targeted is to be dead. Part 4. Predictive Logistics, the Unseen Advantage. War is often described as a battle of wills, but it is actually a battle of stuff. If your trucks don't have fuel or your tanks don't have spare parts, you lose. This is where AI is delivering its most quiet, yet most devastating advantage. The US Defense Logistics Agency, DLA, has transitioned in 2026 to a proactive readiness model. Using systems like Vitals, AI-enabled sensors on every Stryker and Bradley vehicle monitor the health of the engine in real time. Instead of waiting for a part to break, the AI identifies a 92% probability of failure within the next 48 hours based on the vehicle's driving history and terrain. It automatically orders the part from a 3D printing hub at the front lines. This just-in-time warfare means that Western armies can maintain an operational readiness rate of 95%, while adversaries using traditional maintenance models struggle to keep 60% of their fleet moving. It is the force multiplier that no one sees on the news, but it is the reason why AI-driven forces are faster, leaner, and more resilient than anything we've seen before. Part 5. Electronic warfare and the cognitive clash. We are also seeing the rise of cognitive electronic warfare. In the past, jamming was dumb. You just blasted noise on a frequency. In 2026, jamming is a chess match. AI-driven EW systems can listen to an enemy's radar signal, identify its unique pulse pattern, and generate a customized counterpulse in microseconds to cancel it out. It's like a noise-cancelling headphone for the entire battlefield. This has led to a cat-and-mouse game of code. When the enemy AI realizes its signal is being cancelled, it changes its frequency pattern. The friendly AI then learns that new pattern and cancels it again. This cognitive clash happens millions of times per second. It is a war being fought entirely in the electromagnetic spectrum, invisible to the human eye, but it determines who can see, who can talk, and who is flying blind. Part 6. The ethical vacuum, the lavender precedent. Finally, we must confront the darkest side of this transformation, the delegation of the kill decision. Reports from recent conflicts have highlighted AI systems like Lavender, which reportedly identified tens of thousands of potential targets with minimal human oversight. While the military claims there is always a human in the loop, the reality of 2026 is often a human on the loop, a person who merely hits confirm on a list of 500 targets generated by an algorithm they don't fully understand. This is the automation bias. If the computer says someone is a combatant with 98% certainty, who is the 19-year-old soldier to argue? This creates a massive accountability gap. If an AI makes a mistake and strikes a hospital, who is responsible? The programmer, the commander, the machine? As the speed of war increases, the window for human reflection is closing. We are creating a world where machines make life and death decisions based on data points, not empathy. Conclusion: the post-human battlefield. The transformation of warfare by AI is not a future possibility. It is a present reality. By the end of 2026, the military that does not integrate AI will be as obsolete as an army of knights facing a machine gun. But as we gain efficiency, we lose something fundamental. We are removing the friction of war, the hesitation, the doubt, and the human cost that often acts as a brake on total escalation. When war becomes a contest of algorithms, it becomes mechanized killing on a scale we've never imagined. We are standing at the threshold of a post-human battlefield. The drones are ready. The God view is online. The algorithms are running. The only question left is, in a war fought by machines, what role is left for humanity? What do you think? Should we ban autonomous weapons before it's too late? Or is the AI arms race an inevitable part of our evolution? Let us know in the comments below. We read every response. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. We'll be following the latest in AI-driven warfare and next-gen defense tech all year long. Until next time, stay vigilant. The future is closer than you think.